Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here. I just wanted to talk to you about something that doesn't seem feasible, but it is fucking real. Demons. Now, I know what you're thinking. That girl is fucking ape shit. You're absolutely right. I totally am. However, demons are still real. So, here's the thing. I literally had a lady email me just a minute ago about a demon that's like possessing her in her sleep, messing with her sexually in her bed, in her sleep. And I'm like, dude, that's absolutely a demon. That's probably an incubus. I've had one in my bed once. I woke up to this thing messing with me. And it's a little TMI, but I feel like if you're checking this out, chances are you're into TMI because you would not be Googling demons unless you fucking thought you had one. So this thing, I actually woke up to spotting. So it can physically actually mess with you. It can mess with you. It's not just, I mean, yes, it is very spiritual in nature, like it's a spiritual warfare, but it can physically cause harm if you don't allow it to leave, if you don't want it to leave, if you stay in that environment, if you stay without really addressing what's happening. For me, it was a lot of repressed energy, a lot of repressed sexual trauma that I had. So it was literally feeding on that. So I remember what I did. I woke up, I told my best friend about it. She, of course, was really into this stuff. So she was like, yeah, no, that's totally real. And she helped me get rid of it. By just talking it out loud to somebody who understood it was more than enough. And but to make it extra safe, I went on a live stream and I had a whole bunch of witchy friends. And this friend of mine was talking about like things I could do, how to banish it, things like that. And so it never bothered me again, never. And it will never bother me again. It literally cannot stay in my home, near my body, in my bed. It can't. I'm too high vibrational. Like that shit can't affect me anymore. So, but I do know that it's real. I absolutely know that it's real. I've been there. I've seen it. And I just wanted to tell anybody who believes that they have these things latching onto them, there's probably something in your subconscious mind that hasn't been fully processed yet. So my suggestion, bring it to the light. And you do that by talking about it. Talk about it. Say what's really there. Say what's really happening. If you don't have somebody to talk to about it, I'm available, but there are a lot of readers, a lot of people who believe in this stuff. And there are tons of people who can hear you and listen to you. Right now, though, I want to tell you that the best tip I have is listening to yourself, hearing yourself, because it's happening to you. It is happening. If it is happening, you are not crazy. It is happening. It is real. I think a lot of people think that like because this stuff is unseen, that it's not real. Whatever, let them think that. But the people who are suffering, trust me, you're not crazy. You're absolutely not crazy. And I think that it does a real disservice if anyone considers you crazy for having that. Like this woman was saying that she's like afraid to tell her family because it's kind of a shameful thing. Nobody wants to admit that this is happening in their own bed. I remember I was so embarrassed. I remember that was like the biggest thing for me is I was so ashamed. And then I had to tell my best friend because I didn't want to hold this secret in anymore. And once I did, she came out and said like, she's seeing auras around people and she's seeing like wings on people and stuff and fallen angels and things like that. So I'm not crazy. She's not crazy. I'm glad that I had that person to talk to, but at the time, I know that a lot of you probably don't have anybody to talk to, and I want you to just know it. You're not crazy. You are not crazy. This is a spiritual warfare. This shit is happening all the time. All the time. It's just one, right now, the veil is very thin. So as we near like the fall, in the fall season, the veil is very, very thin, which means you can see other parallel worlds so much easier than you used to. So that is a big problem, but it's also a good solution because you get to see it. You get to see where you have been limiting yourself, where you have been running from some sort of trauma, where you've been running from this secret, this whatever it is that it's feeding on. It's feeding on your secrecy. It's feeding on you keeping something hidden in the dark. So bring it out to the light. Talk to your best friend about it. Talk to me about it. Talk to somebody about it who believes in that stuff. I'm not going to really go like too deep into that heavy shadow work for free anymore. Like I did help her, but I'm not really able to do that anymore, guys, because tuning into everybody's problem, everybody's demon story, every single person's like haunted object email, and everybody's like, hey, I think I've got this in my house. As much as I love being able to help, I can't do it for free anymore. It is so taxing for me to energetically link to you through a reading or some sort of like whatever channel messages comes through. And it is really exhausting. So I've noticed that like, if you do want that, I'm so sorry to have to say this, but I really ask that you respect my time and energy, because this stuff can be so taxing. And I feel like everyone should have this knowledge to do it themselves, so you don't need anybody like me. So that's why I'm going to start making maybe a series on this, like demonology, what I've learned, how I've healed it on my own. I'm not a demonologist. I'm not like trained in this stuff. All I know is I was able to banish it. That's all I can do. It's all I can do to help you. And but I feel like it needs to come to the light. Like whatever you're doing needs to come to the light. So whatever it is that you're repressing, if it's trauma, for me it was sexual trauma, and I needed to release that. Once I said to my friend that this was happening, it went away. It cannot stay in the light. Bring it to the light. Don't be ashamed of it. Don't be embarrassed about it. Telling people who probably don't understand this stuff, that might not be the best idea. But like those who are very open-minded and who get it, yeah, I very much feel like you should have somebody to talk to. So anyway, going on camera in the whole world, telling the whole world I see demons and stuff, it's not like, I don't know. It's not really that scary anymore. It used to be terrifying to me. But now I'm like, bro, we're fucking in a spiritual warfare. Like, if you don't see what's going on, like, I'm sorry, wake the fuck up. We are literally dealing with things that you can't see, but it's more obvious now because of the veil thinning. So it's really important now that we all start taking this shit seriously, because it is serious, okay? I'm not here to sugarcoat anything. I've seen what I've seen. I know what I know. I do what I do, and that's it. So I don't have that problem. Last time I had that problem was I invited 2 police officers into my apartment because of neighbors that were, I feel, abusing children. So that's the last thing I did. Brought them in, and all of a sudden, all this demonic activity started happening in my house because these officers brought so much trauma, so much death, so much anger, so much hostility into my apartment. And this place is sacred. This is my safe space, and that's the last time I was really messed with at all by dark forces. It's because I willingly, openly let them in. So yeah, you don't have to banish it if you don't want to, but if you want to, I suggest doing it. You have free will. I'm not going to force you to do anything. All I know is that shit is real. I've seen it. I've banished it. Bada bing, bada boom. So you're not crazy. There's nothing about you that's crazy. There is absolutely 0% of you that is crazy. If you're seeing demons, bro, you're just fucking waking up. You're seeing what's really happening here. You're seeing beyond the veil. It's perfect. It's a good sign. It means you're waking up. It means you're doing shit right. So anyway, I just wanted to tell you guys, I really want to start talking more freely about this on my channel because it is very important. You can't have the light without the dark. You can't have the dark without the light. There's a balance here, hence my shirt today. You're balancing light and dark energies. That's how you stay in a state of bliss. That's how you stay in happiness. That's how you stay in your own frame. You don't take on other people's demons. Okay? You don't do that. That's not what we do here anyway. No, you send them to the light. You banish them. You literally speak out loud that they're not allowed to be around you, and they're not allowed to be around other people. So you don't like take it on by listening to someone else. But in me expending a lot of energy to like figure out the problem and like have to do that ritual or whatever it is that I do, I'm not doing it for free anymore. I'm so sorry, but I have to tell you so that if you try to email me, I can't promise that I'll get back to you. It's just, it takes a lot of energy, okay? So I'm hoping to make more videos like this, shorter, sweeter, so that this helps instead of, you guys feeling alone, because you're not crazy. You're not crazy at all, in the slightest, you're not crazy. I'm really proud of you for seeing it. I'm really proud of you for clicking on this video. I'm really proud of you for being so woke that this shit is prevalent because it's showing you how powerful you are. All you have to do is say, I don't think so. Leave my life. You're not welcome here. But you have to want it. You have to be truly convicted and feel like it's time. You're over it. You don't want it in your life anymore. And in order to rid it, you have to use the intention. I'm done. I'm done. Leave my life. That goes with ex-boyfriends too. Anyway, I just wanted to put that out there. You're not crazy. What else? You're not crazy. Talk to people who understand it. Talk to people who get it. Do not talk to people who don't get it because you're just asking for trouble. You're just asking for people to judge you and to convince you that you're crazy, especially, no offense to religion, but I had a lot of religious friends that if I were to ever say something like this, they'd look at me like I had 3 heads. Like, it's literally in the Bible and they wouldn't understand. So be around open-minded people. That's my biggest suggestion, but they don't need to hear you. You need to hear you. And the thing around you needs to hear you. That's it. But it does help to have a very open-minded friend. So I'm going to leave it there. I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.